Hi everyone, welcome to this week's makeup tutorial. This is the look that I created for this week's video. I really wanted to do something that was very easy to achieve. For those people that are not into the smoky, dramatic, glittery type of looks, this is a very soft holiday makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial because I do have some really smoky looks coming up, so I really wanted to get this one out of the way. And by the way, I try to include as much information in this video as possible because this is definitely for those women, you know, young ladies that are looking for that makeup look, something that you guys can watch and see the process from beginning to end. So I did include a lot of information. I did speed it up because I'm also thinking about your time. Well, nobody really wants to sit all the time and watch a 20-minute long video, even though I do know that you guys enjoy that sometimes. Anyhow, I'm gonna start with my brows, and this is something that I do pretty much all the time. My brow routine doesn't really change that much. So I did go in with the MAC Dipdown, cleaned it up with the Studio Finish concealer from MAC in NC42. This is definitely optional, guys. If you don't want your brows to be very structured, you can, skip this step. I personally like it. I think it makes the look, especially a look like this that is very neutral and very polished, it just makes the face have more structure to it. So I definitely love to do that. And by the way, that is my what foundation do I want to use today dance. I have been loving this combination, and this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation with the Cover FX custom cover drops. I do have a video that I did to show you guys how to customize your foundation by mixing two or three foundations together. I've already filmed the video, uploaded it, but I'm not sure if I'm fully satisfied with it, so that may have to go into the refilm pile. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'm gonna put that all over the face. I did go in with a base first, and I'll leave the exact one that I did down below. You do want to put a primer first, especially if you're someone that is going to be doing this makeup from the morning to the evening. You have to put something down first. It doesn't matter how long wearing the foundation is. A primer is always going to make it, sit better on the face and be more long wearing. Anyhow, I'm going to be doing cream highlight and contour. I did show you guys a liquid version because with a daytime look, sometimes you want to have some structure to the face for sure, but you don't want something too contoured. By the way, the stick version of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD is very natural looking on the skin for a stick foundation, so don't be afraid of it if this is something that you guys want to do. I can honestly swear for this product. It looks very natural on the face, and I guess that's what it's supposed to be. It is Ultra HD, so it's definitely very daytime friendly. The reason I chose to do a cream highlight and contour today is because, once again, if you want to do this makeup tutorial from day to night, this is going to ensure that everything is going to sit beautiful on the face. I would recommend that if your party's in the evening and you're getting dressed from the day, to do your full base from the morning, and then everything will be in place for the night. You may have to blot a bit, but just make sure that your base is done. But anyhow, I'm gonna do some highlighting. This is the NARS, what is this called? Anyhow, I'll leave it down below. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank right now, but this is the NARS concealer, and I'm going to be mixing two shades together just to get a shade that I like. I like this concealer because it is so long wearing and it looks amazing. This is all up to preference, guys, but as I said, I really wanted to put as much detail into this video as possible because I really want to give you guys something that you can take and kind of make your own. Take away what you like, take away what you don't like. What I'm doing here is actually setting the concealer, and I am going to be using the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder today. I'm not going to bake with it, so as you guys see, I did put a little bit more in the areas where I do crease, and then I'm just going to use a powder brush to apply the rest. The reason I do that is because baking where I crease more, somehow it makes it not crease. So if I do just set the area with powder, it does still tend to crease, but if I bake that area, you know, it stays put and it doesn't crease at all. I'm not going to fully bake today because, once again, if you want to do something from day to night, baking can sometimes come off a little bit too strong. It looks beautiful in photography, but maybe in person it may not look that natural. But I am definitely going to move in and bronze my face mostly. I am going to be doing a little bit of contour, but once again, I'm going to keep everything subtle. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia powders. This shade is Earth, mixed with a little bit of Nutmeg, I think. But I'm using mostly the Nutmeg shade, and then I'm going to go back in with Earth, that one, and do a little bit more contour into my face. I will say that, once again, I'm going to go back to the fact that if you are doing this for, you know, daytime, you can skip this step, because contouring for daytime, it doesn't matter what you do. It's best to kind of bronze the skin to bring back shape to the face, but not so much contour. I'm going to move into the eye portion of this, and I'm going to, of course, put a primer down. The one that I always use is a paint pot called Painterly from MAC. And then I'm going to set that down from the crease to the brow bone with that same powder that is in my Anastasia contour kit. I think it's called Golden Peach or something of the sort. And then I'm going to go in with Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek to use as a transition shade. Then I'm going to go in with Desert Sands on that same brush, which is the 224 brush from MAC, and I'm going to use that in the crease. Now what I'm going to show you guys is that you can pretty much pack the shade on the eyes and do a winged liner and some mascara and call it a day for the daytime look. And then later on you can do the extra step to transfer this look from day to night. So I am going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be doing next. So yeah, you guys will see that in a second. Okay, so there I am packing on that same Desert Sand eyeshadow from Makeup Geek all over the lid. And then I forgot to actually set my brows down after powdering. You do want to make sure that you set those brows down because you don't want them to be flying all over the place. So I just showed you guys the mascara and the liquid liner that you can just pretty much do that and head out the door and you're done. But I'm going to show you how to bump up this look and pretty much take it into a more sultry look. So I'm going to use that eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. I think it's called Mocha. I'm not sure, but you know, I always leave all the products down below. And I'm going to switch to a 217 from MAC because I only want this to go into the crease. So that is pretty much the deepest shade that I'm going to be using today in the crease. You guys can go in with a black if you want this look to be more smoky, but this is the extent that I wanted to take this look for you guys. What I'm actually going to be doing for my lower lash line only is just to make it a little bit more smoky. So I am going to go in with a bit of Corrupt eyeshadow from MAC, very little, and put it on the bottom lash line. For my lid, I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow by Makeup Forever. It is one of their artist shadows. This one is D716. It is a diamond eyeshadow, and this is once again going back to having the look very festive but very understated at the same time. This has the tiniest flecks of glitter in it that you're obviously not seeing on camera, but they are definitely there. So depending on the light that hits your eyes, you're getting this little bit of twinkle, but not like a glittery, you know, type of thing, because I know a lot of people are just not into that look. Anyhow, I'm going to be doing a winged liner, but instead of doing your typical black winged liner, I'm going to be doing a dark brown. This is the Inglot gel liner. This one is in the shade 90. A lot of people are familiar with the 77 black one. This is just a dark brown version. I'm gonna put that in the waterline as well as line in the lids as well. For lashes, these are just a regular pair of, I think, wispies from Nigel's Beauty Emporium. And this is definitely optional. If you guys don't want to do lashes, skip this step. But, you know, a little lash this time of the year is definitely called for, I would say. But anyhow, I'm gonna go in with this eyeshadow. This one is called Carefree from MAC. It's very similar to Nylon, but not as frosty. It's part of their Pro Longwear eyeshadows. I'm not even sure if they still make this color, to be honest, but yeah, it's called Carefree by MAC. For blush and to complete this face, I'm gonna be using can't remember the name of this blush. For some reason I'm thinking Cantaloupe, but maybe not. But anyhow, I'm gonna be using blush because once again, blush completes the face. Go as subtle as you like. I tend to go overboard with blush. That's why I had to go back in with my foundation brush to kind of tone it down a bit. But blush is something that kind of wears off throughout the day, depending on what type of blush that you use. So you know, it's a little bit okay if you, but I wanted something a little bit skin tone, flesh tone. That's why I love this one. Anyhow, this is highlighting. Once again, you don't want something overly strong, but something that complements and highlight those cheekbones. This is something I would say take with you as well. Take your highlighter with you. You don't need to take your blush, but definitely your highlighter, because girls, once again, you want to look fresh, you want to look glowy this time of the year. This one by NARS is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. Such a beautiful duo. You can go with the gold or the rose gold section, and it's definitely friendly for deeper skin tones as well. For lips, I honestly couldn't figure out what lip. I knew I wanted to go with a nude, and to be honest guys, as I said, I do have other looks coming up with a more dramatic lip shade, but this is for my girls that just love a very put together, polished but pretty look at the same time. Anyhow, this is a nude lip combo number one, and leave it up to me to come up with 2 nude lip combos. I mean, anyhow, this is nude lip combo number 2. You know what? I believe in having a longwear lipstick on for nighttime, because one of my biggest pet peeves is lipstick on the rim of a glass. I mean, it drives me nuts. So I always go with something long wearing, and then again, you don't need to touch up as much. That is it for the tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and to leave your comments down below. And for sure, come back again, because I will definitely be doing more holiday looks. I've really been enjoying this. So thank you so much for watching.